Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thornton Farm. Today, we've got the IMT back. The guy that bought it gave us a bit of a discount on it, and we've also got a nice little tether on the back of this thing today. We did finish the work Sergei started before he ran off over here at Stonehenge, and we're going to turn it into some hay bales. Now, the tether we got is a nice little two-rotor machine. And it's going to get us nice little windrows out of, well, nice hay out of these little windrows that the mower made. I'm not actually making too much of a mess. Because it's just direct 3-point hitch, I don't really need to worry about, taking wide swipes, and it's thin enough that it doesn't matter too much. So I'm quite happy with it. I believe it's of Russian origin, obviously IMT being Eastern European. I don't know why a previous owner put the Rocks logo on it though. I think that's the Rocks logo. It might also be the Chicago Bulls, one of the two. It's either the Brahma Bull or the Chicago Bulls logo. But hopefully we'll get this done in a somewhat timely manner. I have limited battery life in the camera today, so turning it on and off actually kind of reduces the amount of, turning it on takes a buttload of battery, so it's not a good idea to turn it on and off too much. So I'm gonna have to do this kind of in one quick go, which yeah, I kind of wish they get rid of all the silly little animations when you turn on the camera, but they don't want to. And I don't see any way that it can be turned off. So, yeah, seemingly turning on the camera turns everything on. Also, the council have been, with their crane, they've fixed up Stonehenge. Apparently it happens quite often, so Sergei didn't actually have much to worry about. They just warned me to try and stop it from happening. And they actually approached me yesterday, or earlier on today, when they were fixing up, and said, "Didn't you actually mow this area before?" Because usually when somebody mows the area, we get a call saying, "Hey, I'm really sorry, I've knocked some stones." They were impressed, although they did say that the profile pose may be a bit too small. I've seen Sergei's footage of the entire thing, and yeah, they agreed with him on the whole profile hopper too small for Stonehenge thing. So they've kind of advised that I maybe get something a bit bigger for the future. I'm gonna try and not knock Stonehenge again, if I can. There we go. Now they did say that when Sergei mentioned the mower he was getting, he just said big front mower. It turns out they thought he meant a Massey Ferguson mower that is coming on the market soon. So what we'll have to do is we'll actually have to get rid of Sergei's machine, and once the Massey, it is an old Massey, but the guy who owns it is preparing it for sale. He's doing some restoration work and touching up the paint and getting it ready to be sold off. When that's available, the council rang and said, "Look, we've got somebody who wants it, so don't put it on public sale, give him a decent price. He's going to be working around the local area, and I'm willing to pay a reasonable amount for it, but not too much." I did spend quite a lot on this tedding and raking. There's a rake at the shop, there's a baler at the shop, the tedder is already here. So I did spend quite a bit on this setup, so I do need to kind of make some returns very soon, and basically the case is we're going to be selling the hay bales. Straight up selling them straight away to try and recoup some cash. As much cash as we can. Now there's not going to be too much hay here because obviously it's not not the middle of summer yet. It's still only early summer. The grass hasn't really grown in. we're not getting, you know, huge yields. We're not allowed to fertilize this field, this meadow. We're not allowed to really do anything that'll potentially touch Stonehenge. The council, as it turns out, don't actually tell anybody when Stonehenge gets fallen, because the advice we're given is if you're mowing Stonehenge, do it early in the day or really late in the day, so if there's a problem you can come out when nobody's actually watching and fix it up again, which is exactly what they did. Sergei conveniently went out about 7 o'clock. It's now about 7:50. Turns out he rang the council in advance. He was smart, unlike me. He rang the council in advance and said, "Hey, look, I'm going to be doing Stonehenge today. Just so you guys know, in case anybody calls up saying there's a lunatic in a mower." Which, hey, Sergei, well done. He's still missing, by the way. I don't know where he's gone. There was a note left in his mower saying something about the KGB chasing him, and I have no idea. Apparently there's some history with some people who are less than desirable. Yeah. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what Sergei's deal is. Although I get the distinct feeling I will find out in time. Things like that tend to out over time, so I'm not looking forward to finding out. I really don't want to know. Where's that windrow gone? Oh, I'm still on it. Good. Difficulty with hills is seeing where the windrows actually are. There we go. So that's our 2 headlands done. I head up to the left-hand side of the field here as we're coming down it, just to start doing the uppy-downy bits. There we go. This little IMT's got a surprising amount of grunt for a small tractor. I think this is the first pass. If it's not the first pass, we can actually come down along and work away. Yeah, we just, what, 2 passes? That's fine. We can work on those. But the main thing is we're making hay while the sun shines. Beautiful sunny day here on Thornton. And we just need to worry about tedding and windrowing and getting bales up. It's been dry a lot recently, so the grass isn't too wet. And as you can see, I mean, the tedder's just flipping it over, it's already dry. So it's not the biggest of deals. This one in here. There we go. There's a part of me that wish this thing could also windrow, but that would be probably asking a bit too much. Now we do only have a single side rake. We don't have a big one for this field, unfortunately. I might try bringing the double rotary in here, but I'll bring the council first, see what they say. Get the feeling they'll only want something small, just to avoid having to bring the crane out again. But this is going to come together reasonably quickly, I think. I mean, it's just a case of heading some grass. Let's get this spun around. Come on. Didn't quite turn fast enough. I think I'm going to skip rows here, just because the mower can turn a lot tighter than this IMT could. Or the mower could turn a lot tighter than this IMT can. So we'll make use of the fact that there's a lot of windrows of grass here and just kind of skip lines. So that's that done. Turn it to this one. Ta-da-da, away we go. Yeah, I must say, Sergei did a good job. I came in and finished it off. Before the council fixed Stonehenge, obviously. Just in case I did hit it once or twice more, I will gladly say that I didn't. So here's where the alternation will really start, because we're going to go left here, and then we can go up every second row and down every second row, and it should work out pretty well. There's a part of me thinking I could almost run the baler straight over this, but I'd prefer to have it windrowed properly. Even a single side window should actually be fine. Yeah, it should actually be fine. Yeah, don't need to bring the double rotor in, so that'll save me a call to the council. Because all I really need to do is make sure these windrows are kind of tied up against one side. It's not the biggest deal in the world. So we come down this row, and then up that one there, and then down the second one there again. Like it or so. So then it'll be coming down the row after the previously tedded one. It kind of makes sense to me, because we're getting it all tedded up in a reasonable manner. But it is obviously adding a few extra meters to how far we gotta drive. So there, tether down, and away we go. There's a part of me that wants a big M as well around here. I might start looking into pricing and costs, because that would make hay and silage making a lot easier, because I could actually just use this tether for hay making if I had a big M. And, simple fact of the matter is I don't right now. Here we go. So this is what, just under 15 minutes of progress. 13 minutes of progress. Looking at my watch. We're good. Third of the way across the field. This is not going to be the hardest job in the world. Just heading this up, making sure it's all nice and fluffy hay for the baler. And I will say the baler is it's a Lily Welger. An old machine, but she'll do the job. She makes small bales. Rumours of a massy baler becoming available soon. Not coming onto the market, but becoming available. Same guy that's selling the mower. And it's an American style mower. It's kind of like a windrower kind of thing, but like the kind of stuff that if you watch One Lonely Farmer, if you watch him on YouTube, you'll see him using a John Deere, I think it's a W260, something like that, older and massy. And I've had a look at it. Had a look at listings online for similar ones, and it definitely looks like something that we can make use of, not just on this area here, but maybe across the entire farm. Because it does make those nice chunky windrows, and it's nice and relatively compact by the looks of it. So we may well have a use for that. Granted, it is not the most British piece of equipment in history. But it's less than 4 meters wide, which means it'll fit down the roads and fit within all the traffic regulations, so that makes it fine by me. I don't know if this is a full row here. I might do some reversing if this is not a full windrow, and it's not. So just get this backed up here to start this windrow. And this thing really screams. The transmission for this is maybe a bit loud. I might have to go have a look at it, because I haven't heard a tractor with as loud of a transmission in my life. Good solid progress. Let's actually just go. We go double line here still? Yeah, let's go double line here still. This is where the turns are going to get very careful, because we're going to be right up against Stonehenge. This is the bit where I get nervous. Heading well, and that is unnervingly close to the stones. I don't want to run the risk of turning right here, so we're actually going to turn. Ooh. Turn left and just be very careful with our reversing. Like that. That is an ominous sight, nose mirrors. Just the sight of the stones of Stonehenge looming above the tractor. For some reason, the drone's gone missing as well. I'm not entirely sure why, but the drone's gone missing. I got the feeling Quentin might have stolen it for some reason. I mean, he has his own drone, but he's got a habit of just randomly taking things, so that is getting really close. Okay, so we can make a right here, but it's going to be the world's slowest right answer turn. Because I don't want to touch any of the stones. We're good, we're good, we're good. There we go. Okay, that is quite nerve-wracking, actually turning at Stonehenge. Yeah, not the most, not the best thing for anybody with a weak heart. Because those rocks are quite precariously balanced, as it turns out. If they're knocked as easily as they are. We're going to have to make what looks to be one last turn actually at the henge, at the rocks, and we'll start the turn here. Still going to go slowly just to be on the safe side of things, but it looks like we're good, 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 we're good. We're not dead. Stonehenge is still standing. There are two very good sentences to be able to say. We're almost done with this field, actually. Wow. I didn't think I'd have enough battery left in the camera to do this field. But it might be the case that you guys get to see me go pick up the windrower. The rake, even. And careful. If that's the case, then hopefully the next time you guys see me, we'll be doing some baling. There is plenty of other stuff that needs to be done. The vast majority of the fields actually need to be sprayed yet, and there is a fertilizer spreader on the way in that I've ordered, so it's just a case of waiting for that to show up. The shop will give me a ring, and hopefully it'll be here next time you guys see me, or I get to talk to you guys, I guess, which will be what, next Tuesday-ish, maybe. Although, just to break character for a second, there is a very real chance that the mod contest mods will be up by next Tuesday, and everybody's kind of running under the assumption they will be, in which case there is a very real chance that I'll just put all the current series on hold, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. Like one of these and one Quentin's story. Canadian National's done. And I'll just be doing loads of modern map spotlights. Everything in the contest is going to get one. But hopefully, if I do go on a bit of a holiday, you guys won't miss me too much. I know you enjoy watching these videos, and I enjoy making them, so... This field looks amazing with windrows in it. Wow. I've been told that everybody previously had actually just made, like, grass bales out of here. Nobody had actually bothered making hay, and... I think the council might start encouraging people to make hay, because it really gives a bit of extra colour and brightness to the area. Granted, it does make a bit more of a mess. But it looks... Oh god, I'm trying to get Stonehenge again, and it's on a hill. It's very hard to judge distances on a hill. Good, we haven't killed Stonehenge. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find the drone and get an aerial shot of this. I might do that. I might ring Quentin and see if he's got it, because if he does, I'm taking it off him and getting it out over this before I start actually windrowing up the hay. I want to see what this area looks like from the air. Just hope Sergei didn't take it with him for some reason. I don't think he did, because I never told him actually where the drone was, and I swear I never told Quentin either. Which, maybe I just put it somewhere different. Maybe I left it in what was the last tractor I was using? Was it the fast track? Might have just left it in the fast track, or potentially have it... should be able to find it pretty easily. I think I just actually, I'm pretty sure I just left it in the fast track and completely forgot about it. And if that's the case, then yeah, I'll be able to get an aerial shot and tack it onto the end of this video for you guys. With a pretty little look at Stonehenge with hay. Get spun around. How am I not hitting anything? Wow. I'm suddenly a much better driver. Yeah, not only am I not hitting anything, but I'm making really quite precise straight lines, which is very worrying. I'm gonna go over here, so let's listen to the yeah, the transmission on this doesn't sound very good, does it? I'll have a look at it in the garage later today, workshop. This never actually got sold, by the way. I just bought it back from the shop. They gave me well, they charged me a bit more than what I was given, but didn't lose much money on it. Should actually be able to finish this field before the camera dies. Interesting. Yeah, we've only got a couple grass windrows to go, so we should be able to do this in next to no time at all. And you can see that while Sergei didn't make the straightest of lines in the world, he did actually mow almost all the grass. And whatever he missed, once we get the Massey, which we will have it before the next time this place needs mown, we'll be able to make pretty swift progress, I think. Yeah, we're doing good. So that's another row. I'll turn back to the left here and just hit this bit because I can see we're going to be pretty far down the field for the remainder of this. Because that windrow... oh, that goes up the full length, doesn't it? Maybe I made a mistake. But it doesn't matter too much because we're making good solid progress, not too much of an issue. Oh yeah, that one goes almost the entire length. Well, I made a mistake. It actually does go the entire length. I definitely made a mistake then. But we're doing the best we can. Never claimed to be the greatest tactician in the world, and it bears fruit. My tactic was skip a line where possible. I didn't skip it many lines at all, but the field is almost entirely tedded. I mean, that was kind of the job that I had planned for today, or for the remainder of the charge on the camera for sure. So what I'm going to do, because I've just heard in my ear, because I bought the camera from a Kickstarter, and you know the way that everything in Kickstarter has Bluetooth? The particular GoPro style camera I use has Bluetooth, and it's connected to my Bluetooth headset, which is why it sounds like I'm talking through a microphone when I'm really not. Well, I kind of am, because I'm using the Bluetooth headset microphone. It's just beeped in my headset, which means it's running low on battery. So I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Thornton Farm. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and good.